Hey everyone, welcome back. In our last video, I showed you how to convert your cross tokens into SHILTZ Crystals and talked about the best things you can buy from the SHILTZ Crystal Shop. And one of the most valuable items you can get is the 100 pet summon tickets. So in today's video, we're finally going to use them. But this isn't just another gacha video. Before we start summoning, I'll also explain which pets are actually worth getting, what stats you should look for depending on your character build, and why our main target today is Dirad. So without further ado, let's get started. First, let's head over to the SHILTZ Crystal Shop. Alright, we're now inside the SHILTZ Crystal Shop. As you can see, there are a lot of different items you can buy using SHILTZ Crystals. We'll use the SHILTZ Crystals we got from the previous guide and purchase the 100 pet summon tickets. So the question is, why are we choosing the 100 pet summon tickets instead of everything else? Let me break it down for you. The reason is simple. Out of all the items available in the shop, pet summon tickets offer some of the best long-term value for your account. Unlike consumable items that you'll eventually use up, getting a good pet can improve your character for a very long time. A strong pet gives you permanent stats that you'll benefit from in almost every part of the game, whether you're farming, fighting bosses, or clearing dungeons. And if you're lucky enough to pull the pet you're aiming for, that single summon can provide a much bigger upgrade than spending the same amount of SHILTZ crystals on other items. That's why, for today's video, we're investing our SHILTZ crystals into the 100 pet summon tickets. Hopefully, it'll be worth it. But before we start pulling, let's first talk about which pets are actually worth getting. Because not every pet is built for the same purpose. Some are better for dealing damage, some are better for survivability, and others are great for farming. So let's take a closer look before we begin our summons. If your goal is to deal as much damage as possible, you'll want pets that provide stats like attack, or critical rate, or critical damage. These stats will significantly increase your overall DPS, making them great for players who want to maximize their damage output. On the other hand, if you prefer a tankier build, look for pets that offer HP, defense, damage reduction. These will help you survive longer, especially during boss fights and late-game content. If you're mostly focused on farming, some pets provide bonuses like increased EXP gain, extra item drops, other farming-related effects. These are excellent if you're trying to level up faster or farm materials more efficiently. At the end of the day, there isn't one pet that's the absolute best for everyone. The right pet depends on your class, your build, and the type of content you're playing. That's why it's important to choose a pet that complements your playstyle instead of simply chasing the highest rarity. But for today's summons, we have one specific goal: Dirad. So why Dirad? So, why are we aiming for Dirad? Unlike some pets that focus purely on increasing your damage, Dirad stands out because of the unique utility it provides. One of its main stats is critical resistance rate, which helps reduce the chance of receiving critical hits from enemies. This becomes especially useful in content like the Tower of Sage, where many of the monsters have a high critical rate. By reducing the number of critical hits you take, Dirad helps make your character much tankier and improves your overall survivability during difficult stages. But that's not the only reason why Dirad is so valuable. It also comes with the Great Absorption pet skill. Among all pets currently available, Dirad provides one of the highest EXP gain on hunt bonuses. That means every time you defeat monsters while Dirad is equipped, You'll earn more experience, allowing you to level up much faster compared to using most other pets. So whether you're pushing through the Tower of Sage or grinding mobs to level your character, Dyrad offers excellent value for both survivability and faster progression. That's exactly why it's our #1 target for today's 100 Pet Simones. Now let's see if RNG is finally on our side. Alright, I think we've covered everything we need to know about pets. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Next up, we'll talk about the best starting strategies. By now, you should have a better idea of which pet stats are worth looking for and why Dirad is the pet we're hoping to get today. But before we start summoning, there's one thing we need to do first. Since my pet inventory is already filling up, I'm going to release all the pets that I don't use anymore. That way, we'll have enough space for all of our summons, and it'll be much easier to see exactly what new pets we pull without mixing them up with the old ones. Alright, that's done. Now we're ready. Instead of opening just 100 summons, I've been saving up all of my pet summon tickets for this moment. Right now, we have a total of 326 pet summon tickets ready to go. Hopefully, that's enough to finally get Dirad. And even if we don't, it'll still be fun to see what pets we end up pulling and whether saving this many tickets is actually worth it. So, enough waiting. Let's start opening these tickets and see if RNG is finally on our side. Here we go. First pet summon.
Bikes lined up outside the store, the sky was turning golden blue. We were talking without a plan, just letting the evening move. The river carried fading lights, slowly drifting out of view. Then the grass began to shimmer all around me and you. The dark was getting softer around us. For a while, firefly floating through the twilight, golden lights dancing in your eyes. Firefly by the riverside, ooh, everything came alive. Firefly drifting through the night sky, softly lighting up the air. For a moment, we just stood there.
Next is Pet Pickup Summon Ticket.
Everywhere, a little glow across your hands, another caught inside your hair. For a second, all the shadows turned into something rare. I can't remember every word or what we planned to do that night, but I remember how the river looked beneath those little lights. The dark was getting softer around us. For a while, firefly floating through the twilight, golden lights dancing in your eyes. Firefly by the riverside, ooh, everything came alive. Firefly drifting through the night sky, softly lighting up the air. For a moment, we just stood there. Tiny lights filling up the night. Look above, the whole world starts to shine. Firefly, firefly floating through the twilight, golden lights dancing in your eyes. Firefly by the riverside, ooh, everything came alive.
And the last, the Pet Special Summon Ticket.
We just stood there. The river, the evening, the lights above the grass. Funny how some moments seem to last. Bikes lined up outside the store, the sky was turning golden blue. We were talking without a plan, just letting the evening move. The river carried fading lights, slowly drifting out of view. Then the grass began to shimmer all around dancing in your eyes. Firefly by the riverside. Ooh, everything came alive. Firefly drifting through the night sky, softly lighting up the air. For a moment, we just stood there. Ooh, through the summer air. Everywhere. A little glow across your hands, another caught inside your hair. For a second, all the shadows turned into something rare. I can't remember every word or what we planned to do that night, but I remember how the river looked beneath those little lights. The dark was getting softer around us. For a while, firefly floating through the twilight.
Alright, that's all of our summons. So, let's take a quick look at everything we managed to pull today. Out of all 326 pet summon tickets, we ended up getting 27 legendary pets, 98 heroic pets, and 9 premium pets. I'd say that's a pretty solid haul overall. But more importantly, we finally got the pet we were aiming for. Dirad. Thanks to the 100 special pet summons, we were able to claim the guaranteed legendary pet selection cage and choose Dirad as our reward. So even though pulling Dirad from the gacha itself wasn't guaranteed, saving up enough special pet summons meant we could still secure it in the end. That's one of the reasons why I think it's worth saving your tickets instead of spending them one at a time. Not only do you have more chances to get the pets you want, but you're also working toward that guaranteed reward. And that's it for today's video. Overall, I'd say these summons were definitely worth it, especially since we were able to get Dirad through the guaranteed reward. Let me know in the comments what pet you're currently trying to get. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Seal MS Cross guides and gacha videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.